Oh, big poop. Yeah. You want an apple? Where'd it go? I don't know, honey. Don't do that. Snax. We're not going to pull the paper off. I said we're not. You see? Well, Max can do for a while. There we go. You got good? There we go. Hello, Becky, and Kendall, and Sharon, and Elizabeth, and everybody. Very noisy. Chico! Hello, Chico. What's going on? What's going on? Here you go. Okay. Oh, don't step in that, honey. Don't step in that. What's this? What's this? Here you go, buddy. Really? Chico? What did you just do? So you pooped, and you threw the poopy paper on the floor. I definitely did not appreciate that. I know you're trying to help clean, but poopy paper does not go on the floor in this house. Okay? Get you some more paper. Get you some more paper, okay? Tear this one a little bit so I can wrap it around. You're being a brat. You are. So I'll be back to the chat in just a minute. I just want to reduce the amount of cleaning I'm going to have to do later. There. Thank you, Max. Now, Max, what's that all about, huh? Yes. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's one. Don't look excited. Hello, Chico. Hello, Chico. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm wearing socks. Why are you asking me about socks? Oh, it's okay, honey. You don't need a water bottle there. That's why. Huh. Really cute. around. I got to change the light there. I'll try to remember to do that today. Okay, Max has got his back to the camera, but I'm back. Hi ho, Jacqueline. Hi, Black Cat. Oh my goodness, Marco's here. Yeah, the Foxville here. Okay, yeah, that's awesome, Max. That's awesome. So, Tango had a little poem here. Max, should I read Tango's poem for you? Another Saturday has arrived. Not sure if it flew here or did it drive. The only thing that's a fact is that it's time for my buddy Max. Max up. Thank you. I know, you're just full of beans today. So Max, do you think you might want some snacks? Thank you so much for that super Tango, $5 super from Tango with a lovely poem. I know, but we can turn that into apples for you later. Okay, I said the magic A word, the apple word. Let's see. Are you hungry? You want something to eat, honey? Would you like a couple of grapes, maybe? Okay. Would you like a couple of grapes? Okay. Hey, turn around. Max, turn back around. There. People want to see you eat your grapes. So Max has a lovely, lovely fistful of grapes. Okay, just roll down the camera. There. Hopefully that's a bit better. Would you like a grape? No? Okay. Max is going to daintily eat those while I go check and see what we've got in the fridge for eggers. What do we got, Max? Huh? We got some eggers for you? Okay. Let's put them in here. Some red grapes for you too. Red ones are good. Yeah. Hey. anything when I cooked last night. Okay, I didn't. Good. So Max, we'll have eggies cooked pretty quick. This will be very good. I know you like your eggies. Hello, Chico. Although there might not be any little ones to eat all your grapes. My goodness gracious. Forgot my goodness gracious. Feels good. Oh, so good. So yes, Max does peel the grapes. He does not eat the grape skin. And he's definitely enjoying those grapes today. So what do you think? I offered you one earlier. I'll get you an eggy cone, okay, buddy? You like eggy cones. But it sounds like the eggies are alright. Oh. There we go. One gourmet bowl of eggies. Bowl's a little bit hot. So I just mixed the egg yolks and whites together. If you mix them well and you get a bit of air in them, it really does get them so that they're quite fluffy. It's got to cool. You know what, buddy? It was so good waiting. So good waiting. Green? Okay, we've now got a note of the green. Let me check. So you're sure about the green grapes? What about the red grapes? Want the red grapes? Okay. So that's a note of grapes because somebody knows that there's eggies coming. Okay, Mango, I've got both colors of grapes for you. There's red, and there's green. One more red. Good job. Those are good. So good. Hi, Chico. All right, grapes have been dished out. Because they're a bit cagey, okay? All right. So next we have a problem with the eggs. It's too hot. You've got to cool. Got to cool. help the eggs cool now because we chopped them up. So they'll take a few minutes to cool down. And once they're cool, what did you want? Did you want an eggy cone? Or do you want an eggy cup? Or eggs on a fork? You can choose how you want your eggs today. It's very tough to wait. Here, while you're waiting. Okay. That was a big no. Nope, not having any of that right now. Okay, today's coffee mug is the thing that show off my coffee mug every Saturday. Today, I'm drinking from a mug called Great Ideas. So there's a little story behind this. And this mug comes from back when I used to own a couple of companies, a printing company and a publishing company. And it was actually a promo mug that we did up for them. And that was my own artwork. So now this is back many, many, many years ago, and I'm going to date myself. I had the printing company and the publishing company for 16 years. And, closed those, got out of that in 2011, and now it's 2024. So, wow, 13, almost 14 years ago now. A long time ago. But back then, getting a logoed mug was a really big deal. We didn't have the print on demand that we have today. So something like that, when you had it silk screened and baked and everything else, that was a really big deal. So those mugs still have a lot of meaning to me. I've actually got a whole series of them. Let's check your eggs next. Oh, those eggs are hot. They are hot, hot, hot. Oh, you're not impressed. Don't say you definitely don't dance, Mom. You don't have the crust for it. Okay. Well, those eggies will be finished cooking and cooling in a minute, okay? You're waiting so patiently. So one thing Max tried for the first time, I think everybody knows how Max likes to bathe. I took a note from Mango, and I tried to get Max into the bathtub this week. So he was really not impressed with it. He was more interested in chewing up the towel, but he did get into the syrup, and he did a little bit of wading, and we just had really, really, really shallow baths, a little bit of splashies. But it gave his feet a good chance to soak. And after the bath, I gave him a nice little foot rub and got a whole bunch of dry skin off of his feet because that softened off with the water. And I didn't realize just how much of the dry skin on his feet was ready to come off after being soaked. I guess he just hasn't been preening that as much, huh? But yeah, so you had wet feet and you got a good foot preen, huh? Yeah, you're quite happy when I did the first foot, not as happy as I did the second foot. But yeah, but the feet, their feet are a little, they do have scales on them. but they're worms. It's just the way that they are built up, and those scales do fall off and replenish over time. It's just sort of shedding the old skin, and it's just sort of, they flake off one scale at a time. Right now? So yeah. Really nice and clean. Yeah. Chico, did anybody see yesterday's video? Chico taking a bath? And I think in that video, Chico slipped not once but twice. He tried to climb up the side of Mango's bucket, and he discovered he had a physics lesson and wound up with his wings flapping to keep from landing on his back in the pond, in the bathtub pond. And then he also had a little slip when he was standing on the side. He forgot it was slippery, and I told him to be careful, but he had his own ideas. Right, Ned? Snax? Let's go check on your eggs. You know what, Max? They're almost cool enough. Almost. Sometimes the eggies are still kind of hot because it was really thick, okay? But that could be good. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Tear that in half. Now, do you want a big cone or a little cone? How about a big cone, huh? One big cone. And how about a little cone for Cal? One little cone. Okay. Big cone. Let's see how we're doing here for you two, Cal. That's better. Pack it all in. Okay. Are you excited about the coney cones? See, Max, we got a big cone and a little cone. That one's a little bit broken. It's not to shoot on. Big cone? Oh, big cone. Little cone? Here's your foot. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good job, Max. Very good job. think you're enjoying that, Max. Okay. I see you dropped it. So Max, does that mean you want another one? Okay. You got it. Cool, cool, cool. So why am I so concerned about food being too hot for the birds? Because if it's too hot, they can burn their crop. Their crop is sort of a little pouch just at the front of their throat where the food goes after they eat it. And Max is so into eggs, he tends to inhale them. So always careful about that. You know, I'd like to think that he would not eat something that's hot enough to burn him, but, you know, sometimes he gets a little overeager when it comes to eggies. There. All right. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you like them warm, don't you? I have an odd grip on that one. But that's okay, buddy. That's okay. All right, I'm just coming around to check comments. Oh, Max, you'd love a Bertocchino, wouldn't you? Yeah, those are delicious. Max really quite enjoys it. Cal's enjoying it too in the background. That's so good. Oh, so good. Yeah, it's quiet. Everybody's eating. And Mango's playing with the chain. He absolutely loves playing with a stainless steel chain. It's his favorite toy in the whole wide world. That wooden bucket. He's a very simple boy to keep busy and happy. Oh, good job, Cal. I think Max is really enjoying his dinner, especially like the refill. Yeah, Carrie isn't here. What's with that, Carrie? Hope you're okay. If anybody talks to her, let her know that we missed her today. Oh, so let's see. We're into September. I know. What happened to the summer? What happened to the summer? Yeah, Mango's the chain gang, Karen. That's a great one. Oh, so good, buddy. Yeah, this is my coffee. You can't have any coffee. I know it starts with cough, but it's still not for Birdie. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. So what's coming up in September? We've got an event called Parrot. It's happening on the 21st, so that's in a couple weeks' time. And Parrot is an event put on by the Calgary Parrot Club. And it's basically a fundraising event for the club, but it is also a chance for anybody in the area to come out, learn more about the club, meet a whole bunch of exotic birds. There'll be a lot of different parrots there. Usually we have a few macaws, we have Amazons, eclectus, frequently a greater venta will be there. I mean, I could just stand here and list all of the species. There will be African grays. There will be cockatoos. Hey, Max, your friend Corky might be there. And guess who else is going to be there, folks? That's right, Max. So we have a table for Max. And as usual, what we do at the table is we have an assortment of Max merch that goes for sale. And if you miss the channel, I'm just going to bring some of our Max merch over just to show you what sort of stuff we have. Yep. So we have things like our magnet collection. And there's a magnet of Max in his favorite rainbow hoodie. And that's just a perch magnet. There's one of Max. Crafted up. Oh, you look so pretty, honey. Here's one of Chico in a heart. There's one of Chico standing on a plum. Of course, you know he's a pumpkin. But we've got a whole bunch of magnets. In addition to the magnets, we have, let me just put this stuff up. Oh, actually, this is too cute to not bring over. Sorry, folks, I'm just raiding my fridge right now for merch. But I want to show you something here. Halloween's coming. Isn't that adorable? We've got 2 magnet set here. Chico standing on a plum and Max in a Halloween hoodie. A skull hoodie and a pumpkin. So that's actually, we do have that available on our Etsy store for Halloween. But we only have a few of those ones left. So I'll mention that right now. But what we tend to do at these events, we'll take those things, we'll take, let's bring this one over. Don't mind it because it's in use. Keychains. There's a Max keychain. We've got a lot of different designs of those. What else do we have, Max? We have pins, bookmarks, notebooks, reading cards. We're not going to take the Christmas ornaments because those were not a big seller. We've got a few necklaces, a bit of jewelry, right, Max? So we've got a whole assortment of goodies. But we don't bring the entire Etsy store with us. We're going to select a few designs of magnets, a few designs of pins, a few designs of everything. But we will bring, we're actually in the process of getting a few new designs up on our store. And I actually meant to have a new product to show off, and I'm not quite ready to show it off to you yet. So that will be next week. But some of our older designs where we only have 1 or 2 left, we'll take to Palooza with us. So if there are any designs on our Etsy store that you want to get before they're gone, act in the next 2 weeks before Palooza. If you are in Calgary and you want to make sure that we have the Max merch you want, order it online. You can order through the Etsy store and just let me know you want to pick it up at Palooza. You can pick it up from Max himself. You can message me and I can make sure that I bring something for you specific. We can certainly make some arrangements there. If you're out of town and you want some of the goodies, message me. We ship worldwide. We can arrange that for you. We've got a few shirts that will be at the event too. Some shirts that we have local. My coffee is very, very good. It is very, very good. Yeah. So Max loves Palooza. It's a chance for him to show off and meet people and talk to people and make all sorts of friends. Last year, he met a few of his friends from the Calgary area, including our friend Angie. She's usually over on Facebook. Probably there today. Hi, Angie. I have not gotten over some comments there recently. You want another one? Okay, buddy. It's Saturday. You get eggs. But she picked up a few keychains and a few goodies from us. And actually, And she brought us a really nice treat last year. She brought us a bracelet she'd made. And that was really special of her. Super kind. Palooza will also have a number of other people who have goodies for sale, including Parrot Trends. Our friends are at Parrot Trends. They will bring a portion of their store to the event for people who want to buy toys or food or other goodies at the event. Sandy's always super, super busy at the event. I've already put in a pre-order with her for pickup at the event because we needed to pick up some more food. Right, Dango? Yeah, you'd know something about that, wouldn't you? Yeah, we're getting you another fresh bag. It's okay. But we'll pick that up from Sandy at the event, so it's always kind of fun. We'll usually shop her aisles a little bit too, but while we're at the event, we've got the big table, and we're going to be there all events on Saturday the 21st. Now, if you are in Calgary, all of the info is on our Facebook page, and I will include some info on YouTube as well. And after the stream, I'll post up their poster about it. But one thing I want to remind everybody about, they've got a couple of rules. Number one, there is an admission charge. I believe it's $6 Canadian to get in the door. And that money goes to help out Parrot Rescue, like Mika's, like Greta's, and a lot of the good work that Calgary Parrot Club does locally. Parrot Club also occasionally will support Greyhaven or the Nest. So it's not just Calgary, you're supporting Canadian Parrot Rescue. And we really, really busy doing stuff like that. That's also where memberships go to support, and the fundraising auctions go to support, and we're a huge, huge fan of Calgary Parrot Club, obviously. Friend Robin from Parrot SOS will be there. Are you excited about that, Max? You're going to see Robin again? Yes. And she's there to talk about some of the consulting work that she does, some of her online courses. And, if you've got a question about bird behavior, she'll answer them right on the spot. She'll, it's a perfect chance to talk to an expert. We'll have some of our local rescues out. Mika's is coming down from Edmonton. Greta's is going to be there. So there's always a lot going on at Palooza. We posted a few videos from previous years, and Max always gets super, super excited. Can't tell you about any of the fun stuff we're planning for the table, but we've got a few ideas that have been percolating around, and we're hoping to get going right now. Yeah, those are secrets, though, just like passwords, okay? So you can't tell anybody that we're going to have these extra surprises at the event. Okay, thank you, Max. So that is coming up on the 21st. So what happens on the 21st? The event happens during our regular streaming time, so usually what we do is we will do a walkthrough live stream while the event is setting up, just to show everybody that, that we're there and what's happening. During the event, we'll try and take some video, and then we'll post some videos after the event, but we are not going to be live streaming on the 21st for that reason. So that is one day that we traditionally do not stream. Right, Max? I know! It is so tough to be two places at once. So, Max, what you up to? So I just actually heard something go ka-ching on my phone, and I'm just going to take a look at it. Because I'm willing to bet that it is somebody from the stream. Oh my goodness, we actually just sold. And I'm just going to bring this one over for a minute, just to show off. And Sherry just purchased this combo of magnets. So we're going to get that one off in the mail to you very, very shortly. So thank you, Sherry. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Sherry loves Halloween just like you guys do. So that just was super awesome. That was just kind of fun that came through while we were on streaming. So thank you for that, Sherry. Warm hugs. So do. But if you live maybe in New Zealand or Australia and you're concerned about the cost of shipping, what we can do is if you're just ordering something flat that's not dimensional, so something like a magnet or a couple of greeting cards or something of that nature, we can get those shipped very, very, very affordably just through regular mail service. Anything dimensional does need to go via a packet service, which might be a little bit more. So if you're buying keychains or whatever, they are a bit more. But just to let you know that we can do something super affordable for shipping if you are living in a far-flung corner of the world. But yeah, so that is super, super awesome. We're excited. We're excited. So Snax has a new keychain design coming out that will come out for Palooza. We'll have it at Palooza. And if we don't sell out of it, then it will be available on our Etsy store. So that will be Palooza special design. Yeah, Max, I know. Oh, it is so tough to be a bird. It really, really is. So what else has happened this week? It has been a busy, busy week. We've been, what have we been doing next? We had a visit from our friends at Kogas, and I'm going to just cover this over with my finger because you don't get my address. But they actually didn't miss me. They handed this one to me. Gas has been safely restored for you to relight your own gas appliances. Mostly because I was in a work meeting when they swung past. They had to replace my gas meter outside because it got damaged in the hailstorm. So that took them a few weeks to get around to. And obviously replacing the meter means they're going to turn off the gas. And yeah, I'm back to having all of my gas appliances working. I just have the furnace and the hot water tank. Actually, I haven't run the furnace yet because it's been really, really warm. But I did check and make sure that I had happy lights happening inside. And it does have a pipe igniter, so it's basically a self-lighter. And we do have hot water, so the hot water tank successfully relit. I'm not too worried about relighting gas appliances for one reason. First home that I lived in, we had a flame master furnace from the late 60s, early 70s. And this is the first home I lived in as an adult that I bought. And this furnace, it was a flame master. The nickname in the heating industry on them around here was Shame Master, because it was an older furnace, but it was a great furnace. But what would happen is it had twin flames. And when the furnace lit, it would light the first flame, and it would tend to light with a bit of a floop, floop. And then the second flame would light with a boom. The first flame would knock out the pilot light. The second floop would knock out the first flame. And then because the pilot was not on, the thermocouple would close and the second one would go down. I know I'm trying to talk with my hands here, but basically the pilot light is what lights the burner flames. So it lights, boom, boom, and that would blow out the pilot light, and hence the furnace light would close the thermocouple, and the furnace would sit there and say, yeah, you're not going to get any heat. I just blew myself out. Not a big deal. It shuts off the gas. That's what a thermocouple does. If it's not, if the pilot light is not burning, if there's not heat there, the thermocouple just closes and does not let any gas out. So that particular furnace, you'd actually go down and, this would happen regularly, a few times a week. You'd go down and you'd relight the furnace. And you got really, really accustomed to doing this. And I got so accustomed to doing it, one day, jogged downstairs, popped the front off the furnace, light a match, and I reached in to basically turn the dial to light, and I went, well, that's odd. The pilot light's burning. What do I do now? The house is cold. And then I realized I would do what most people do, which is adjust the thermostat. But I'm still training in that house on how to relight that pilot light that, you know, you just went and you relit it. Right, Matt? Yeah. Yeah. We were young. We didn't have the money to replace the furnace. We had repair in, and repair basically laughed at us and said it was a replacement issue. So, yeah, we just dealt with relighting furnace on occasion. I know, Matt. You're laughing. You're laughing. The next house that we bought actually had a flame master furnace in it, and we replaced that furnace pretty quick. Then I learned with energy efficient furnaces that they could drown themselves by not draining water until there's hard water had calcium buildup in the drain tube, right? Yeah, not awesome. Not awesome. So yeah, the joys of gas appliances, folks. So Max, you're busy looking at me. So I'm just going to come over here and check our comments for a minute. Yeah, Chico's behind Max. Yeah, we see you under fluffies, Max. We sure do. Yeah, Karen says, love pumpkin season, Halloween. And you know what? Karen says, needs the Halloween hoodie of Max. Karen, hop in, order that one. I think we've only got a couple of those magnets left. Actually, if we're shy on them, I should place another order, but it'll be, you know, if you want them before Halloween, now's the time to order. Gets it out in time. Yeah. Pumpkin season is Chico's absolute favorite season. If you haven't been here in previous years, Chico claimed the title of the Pumpkin King. And it's because he has a propensity for carving large pumpkins. Chico can joyfully carve a large carving pumpkin that is much larger than him. Doesn't take him long. In a day, 2 days on the outside, he's carved that entire pumpkin, and he's looking at me saying, next pumpkin, please. So I go through a lot of pumpkins once they come out in the stores. And I don't buy pie pumpkins. I buy the big carving pumpkins, because that's what Chico likes. He thinks that they're fun to chew on, they're tasty, it's foraging fun, and oh my goodness, he just loves it. Now, one thing I do with Chico as well is during the year he gets some acorn squash or whatever squash happens to be at a good price at the store that week. So I will get him some squash during the week or during the year, but he really looks forward to pumpkin season. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, no, we've got a lot of folks still I see talking about Palooza in the comments and wishing that they could come. But yeah, we'll bring you there virtually. We'll get a video. We'll do some videos as we always do. We'll do some walkthrough videos. We'll make sure that you see what's happening at the event. We'll, you know, if you want some Snax merch, we can get that out to you worldwide. So we've got some ways of doing that. So awesome. Yeah, our friend Brian's going to be there. I haven't talked to Brian this week, but he was, well, I talked to him earlier this week. He's doing okay. Our friend Brian, Max's friend Brian, lost Fozzie Bear and Amazon. Really sad news about that. And Fozzie Bear crossed the Rainbow Bridge. And Brian had a hard year because Julie and Aspen Gray crossed the Rainbow Bridge earlier this year. You know, he still has a really healthy flock, and he was doing some fostering. for Greta's roost, and a little bit before Fozzie passed, he was a failed foster, so he still has a couple of Amazons. What actually doing, Goose? Let me adjust this camera a bit. My goodness. Let's see here if I got in. Oh boy, next. Oh, as soon as I adjust the camera, you quit. If I sit down, will you do that dance again? That was so much fun. That was oh so much fun, Max. Goodness, Max. Wait, the show, Max? See, Cal thinks you might have lost your mind. Motion detected at the front door. Are you done? What you doing? You sure show off today. Up, up, up. My goodness, Max. That was fun. Max. Did you really have to do that? I'm going to have to sweep and mop the floor. Are you proud of yourself? You're very proud of yourself. Okay, I see. a bad boy. But that was a bad action. You weren't supposed to throw that on the floor. What are you doing now, huh? Climb up? Can you climb up? Up. Good job, Max. So, Max, what got into you, huh? What got into you? Chocolate? Yeah. I don't know what got into you, honey. Oops. All right. Now you're on screen nicely. My goodness, that was just wild. It was just wild. Yeah, Max loves the car ride. He does understand the car rides mean adventures. He's a pretty good sport with travel cage too. Yeah, Max loves the botanical garden. Max, if you're a good boy, you don't throw any more stuff on the floor. Max, I'm going to sweep right now, okay? Before I step in this or anybody else cracks through it. I'm not at all happy with you right now. No, I'm not. We have to mop that floor again. I mean, floor mopping around flock is not unusual, but, you know, I don't need to do it extra. I don't need to do extra. No, I don't. Lego. And toss the Lego out. So thank you, Max. You managed to toss the paper you pooped on upside down on the floor. Made a big, big mess. Yeah, okay. Quick sweep here. What's a messy mess? Gotta clean, clean, clean. That's good for a bird. You gotta clean, clean, clean all the time. Is that about? Oh, you want it off. Really? I'll be back in a minute to tell you that you clean every birdie. Here you go, honey. Step, step. I'm not back. No, I'm not. Here. Let's have a chewy chip. Okay. Hello to Cal. You know what I'm going to do? Have to stand a bit. Okay, got that. I'm going to reach. This has been on here for a while and it's looking kind of raggy. Let me see here if I can find the end or create me an end. So this is that wrap that's on the perch. And bring a knife over. I might need a new blade on this knife. Let's see if it's enough of that wrap. It probably is. And maybe we'll redo the vet wrap perch while on camera. So it's something I probably don't do very often on camera, but Chico can supervise me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off the old vet wrap. Got a few layers here. Have to get it going. And just perch underneath. Now the perch underneath gets stained quite a bit from the flock chewing on things on it. It is clean, but there's some stains that have seeped into the wood over time. So I'm just taking this off so you can see just the fabric covering. And I'll show you how to vet wrap a perch. Okay, this is something we don't do very often, right? There we go. And there's the old vet wrap. So it's basically just a solid. It's kind of dirty, but and it's nice and spongy. So vet wrap is very spongy, so it's great on the feet. So we have that. I'm just going to go get some fresh vet wrap. We got a couple of different colors you can choose from, buddy. Yeah, you don't know. Now, Chico is really good at removing vet wrap. Shouldn't be, but he is. I'm just going to catch a second angle of this as well, okay? Okay. Because I've not gotten this on video for you folks before. I'm going to do it live, but I also want to make sure that I've got a second angle too, just in case. Okay. Oops. Hang on a minute here, folks. Video. Oh, we just got another order on Etsy. So, all right. So we have a choice today. Got two different colors out. I have tan and I have purple. I'm going to use purple because it's got greater contrast. And this just comes in a roll. It's called vet wrap. You can get it from your vet. You're going to pay a premium for it there. But you can also get it from Amazon. Some pet stores carry it. Other places where you can get it, if you have any horse supply stores near you, like Fairweather or something like that, they've got, or Fairplay, they usually have really, really affordable vet wrap because it's used for horses as well. Comes in many different colors, many different sizes, so some are narrow, some are wide. You can see this guy here is narrow, this guy here is wide. So it's all the same stuff. When you're touching it, it feels just a little bit sticky, just a little bit tacky, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this started. Okay, I just want to make sure here I'm on camera. I am. And I'm going to rotate this around. I'm going to pull this. I'm going to rotate this around. So I like to go from perch to perch. And I'm going to start by just putting it on top. And it's really stretchy, really stretchy. I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to give it a bit of a stretch. I'm just going to lay it flat. And my first wrap is going to be right over top of that. Oops. And if I get any wrinkles, I can just even those out. There's my first wrap. My second wrap. You see I'm just going over as I go. This is going to make a really nice, soft, spongy perch. If you get wrinkles, you can pull them out as you go. Next wrap, I'm overlapping a lot more. I can go back across, over again, and around. Once again, mindful of wrinkles. I know this kind of feels like arts and crafts, doesn't it? Okay. Now, vet wrap's used for a number of things. It's great to wrap perches with. Just be mindful if your bird's one who likes to chew the wrap off of perches. Chico had that wrap on the perches in his cage for a while because his feet, yes, he's getting older, wanted something softer for his feet, but he decided it was a good idea to chew all of that wrap off. So I'm just going to keep chasing this over. Oops. There we go. Then I'm going to get all the way over here. And this is going to get in the way, but that's okay. I can just use my hands and I can pull it. Now, how is this going to hold itself? It just sticks to itself. And that's one of the reasons why it's stretchy. You want stretch pulled on it as you wrap, because the stretch, as that stretch releases, it helps it become sort of a cohesive. It comes off of the roll really easily, but once it is on the perch, it's not going to come off the perch very easily. And there we come to the end. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give it a nice pull. One nice and smooth. Can you give this one a nice pull? Nice and smooth. And sometimes they come in patterns as well. My goodness, I should check if they have any Halloween vet wrap. Now I'm just going to squeeze it on. And you notice that I have that stretch happening as I went. And that's what holds it on. Now that's not going to come off. Once it's on, it usually does not peel off. So nice and solid. So now I can rotate these back just a little tighter. Nicey Cal. You want to come test it? Up. You'll notice, up. I can't reach you there otherwise. You'll notice that I do use, is it scary? Is it purple? You'll notice I use it on even things like stick perches. I know, Chico, it's scary and purple. It's a purple scary thing. So I know how to make it all better for you, honey. You want a quick spray? Okay. Okay. Come up. You want to spray? Now, can you go into the new perch? There you go. See? New perch is comfy. And, you know, it's not a problem if it gets wet right away. It's great to stand on. It does feel a little bit tacky to begin with, but that's fine. It's not going to harm the bird. And if you ever have any perches that you make out of some of the plumbing plastic, you know, it gets really slippery. One thing you can do is you can score that with a Dremel and scratch it up. But the other thing you can do is you can cover it with vet wrap. It gives a lot of grip. It's not slippery, and it's really comfortable to stand on. Now, purple was a little bit of a scary color for Chico, but notice how quickly he got used to it because I gave him something that he could not resist, which was his shower. Yeah. There you go. We've also got a tube to play with. My goodness. And I forgot to put down paper after Max has thrown it all on the floor. There you go. Is that good? Yeah, you're going to drip. Drip onto the paper, honey. So yeah, that's how you do that wrap. So give me a minute, I'm just going to wash my hands. Useful, and it's used for a lot of things. That's kind of used if a bird for the wing, for example, the wing needs to be immobilized, the vet would use that wrap to wrap the wings of the bird. Or cover sores or something, right? You did good. You did oh so good. So I'm just going to come back over. I heard that we had, sounded like an other order came in on Etsy, but it could have been a question. Let me just check. Oops. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So hopefully that was fun, folks. I try to show you some different things when I'm streaming. And doing things like Vet Wrap Live, I mean, it's something you don't see, you hear about it. But it's really kind of fun to see how it's done. But I mean, the vet wrap, it can get wet, it can get dirty, it's not a problem. You know, when it gets dirty, you just tear it off and replace it. Cal, what are you doing, honey? What are you doing? You're all wet. Cal, how about you stay up for a bit? I got a super chat from Barbara. Okay, Cal, you don't want to be up? Come on. Come. Good, that's so. There you go, okay. Close up with Cal, and I'm going to go see if Chico would like to come. Chico. Look, honey. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, it's just the Pumpkin King himself. My goodness. My goodness gracious me. Please. There you go. Purple is scary. Come on, Cheeks. Come here. So, Chico, I did ask you purple. How about you step here? It's wet and it's purple. It's not going to hurt you. Light of the bumblebird. Hey, Keith. I know you think it might be a little bit scary. That's okay. So how about you stay there for a minute, and I'll get you a treat, okay? Is that a safe place to perch? Do you think that's okay? Let's see. Okay. Is that okay? That's okay. Okay. Good job. Chico, you've had purple before, so I know it's not that scary. It's not that scary. So, Chico, I got an eggy cone for you. Like an eggy cone? Eggy cones are good. You want that? Okay. You want an eggy cone. All forgiven when they're tasty treats. So Barbara sent a super sticker. A couple of cute little animals waving. Oh my goodness. Now, so we'll run for a few minutes because Chico just came out. Yeah. So Chico's a little bit unsure because it's purple and it's different. He watched me do it, but he said there's something weird and strange. Yeah. No, it's a great question on how you're passing it. That it does just stick to itself, but what the trick is, you just have to pull it a bit, and the little bit of stretch tension that you give it will make sure that it sort of, when it lands on itself, it's going to really hold on to itself well. So super, super easy to do. But yeah, you can see we've got a freshly wrapped perch there. So we've got a purple perch. So I'll get caught out if I use any older video clips that have blue, because we had blue on there for a while. So we've got purple. How often do I change it? Just whenever it starts looking dirty or worn or tatty. I'm not too worried about it. It's pretty easy to change. You saw I just took the X-Acto knife to it. I got it started. I could use scissors as well. I probably could have unpeeled it if I could have found the end, but that's just a lot of work. So cutting it sometimes works well. And I love it for perches that are not easy to replace. Like that perch, it's, you know, yeah, I could buy other doweling and drill some holes, but it's a bit of a pain in the arse to replace. So I just like to wrap it and keep it clean that way. Unless somebody chews it up, in which case I'll have to replace it. Those perches I'll sometimes sand as well, but it does have, you saw the perches had a little bit of staining on it, and that's just from eating things like pomegranates while standing on the perch. At least the vet wrap will absorb stuff like that. But yeah, it's really a great solution. So I use that on a lot of perches. And I use that on sticks that Chico walks around on. You know, because I'll use that stick if I need to reach a bird who's behind something that I can't quite get at. And I do use the perch often with Chico if he gets into the back of his cage, because he knows to step on it, and we have better success than him stepping on my arm. So he likes using it. Chico, if he gets behind something, or if I'm trying to reach onto, say, the play stand, which is a little bit out of reach, rather than going off balance, I can just extend the stick and bird can easily step off. But it also means that Chico is accustomed to it. And if I ever have to reach behind something that he's decided is a great place to nest, I can pick him up. If he does not want to come up, I can pick him up. And he's pretty good about it. So yeah. So today we had a couple of supers over on YouTube. We had Tango's Poem, we had Barbara. I want to say thank you to both of you for those. Let's go back to all live chat, and I'm going to hop over to, I'm sorry, that was on YouTube. I'm going to hop over to Facebook quickly. The computer's super, super slow right now. What's going on, bud? Huh? I know. Is that good? The Chico's watching me very carefully right now. Let's see. Chico, there's a feather in my coffee. Do you know anything about it? Are you sure? You added the flavor when you went for a class, huh? Oh, we got some stars from Susan, Linda, and PJ. Thank you so much over on Facebook. Now, on Facebook, I sometimes don't catch the stars as they scroll past on comments, but I do go back, and it's super easy to reread the stars and the comments after the fact. So sometimes you'll get a thank you later or a response later. Yeah, May's got some really pretty songs. He's really, really, really pretty. Yeah, PJ said 200 stars on Facebook. Thank you so much, PJ. And scrolling here. Hi, Gabe. Yes. Tical's a really pretty colored bird. Awesome, awesome. Oh, Linda just ordered a Snax magnet for her collection. I'm just going to check on that one here. Thank you, Linda. Let's see which one you ordered. Let me just go to Etsy here. So I've got 2 orders from Etsy during the stream, which is so awesome. Oh, so I'll bring over the magnet that Linda ordered. I've got a copy of it here on the downstairs. Oh, you know what? I don't have one downstairs with me right now, but it is Angle on the Perch. It's a really, really sweet magnet. I know. I tend to keep away from the flocks, because I know that some of the folks we're sending it out to do have birds, and I'm always mindful about that. But definitely we'll get that one out to you. So any orders from today go out on Monday, because that's the next pickup by Canada Post. But I'll get those mailed off here this weekend. So yeah. Yeah. You are so good, Chico. I know the purple's kind of scary, and it's new, and it's fresh, but you showed your friends all about vet wrap and fresh vet wrap. New, scary, but it's not going to eat you. I can assure you it's not a parrot-eating monster. I'm positive it's not. Aw, poor Chico. Chico does not like anything new. Anything new is scary. Here. Yeah. Some eggies for mango. Pardon me. What I'm going to do for the folks who ordered during the stream, I'm going to include an extra gift in their orders. I'm just going to tuck something extra in, because I think it's so cool that you both ordered during the stream. And actually, what I'll do is any orders this weekend, I'll extend it for the weekend, because I know some folks are watching the stream after the fact. So there we go. What's going on out there? But yes, Chico, yes. Okay, you seem to be a statue with that. If you want to play statue, that's fine. Hi, Wanda. Yeah, no, it's so awesome. We have so many wonderful friends joining us. Sharon from Raising Canes says a cane is scared of the black set wrap. Yeah, sometimes different colors are a little bit scary. Sometimes they are a little bit scary. Right, Chico? But Chico's had the purple before, so I know it's not a parrot-eating monster, and it's just something new, it's something different that he's not seen in a little while. So he'll just stare at it for a little while before he decides it's safe. Oh, you're going to eat the cone too? That's okay. The cone's doesn't have a lot of nutrition in it, that's edible. Most of the flock just shreds the cone, but Chico sometimes likes to eat the tail end of the cone. And that's okay. It's an occasional treat, right? So bird diet. I get a lot of questions about bird diet, because a few folks are saying, wow, they get all sorts of treats while they're on stream. That's on stream. That's not necessarily reflective of what they eat all the time. So the bowls in the cage always have crunchies, and those are formulated food. The flock loves Tropican, they like Tropican, not necessarily their favorite, but they do mix it up. They love Supreme. Max especially likes pasta blend Supreme. Go figure. But I'll pick up some of the other flavors as well. Fruit blend, nut blend, or veggie blend. sometimes natural, but they tend to like the flavors a little bit more. Sometimes a little bit of seed goes in with that as well, but I focus more on the formulated food than on seed, just because seed is junk food. It doesn't have as much nutrition in it, and too much seed can cause, the vet's telling me that it can cause things like fatty liver disease and whatnot. Too many seeds, too many nuts. So I always have some crunchies available. Mango really, really likes something called Harrison's, and so we get him Harrison's, and he's quite happy with that. He's tried some of the other Snax crunchies, doesn't like them as much, but I always try to make sure that they know that they're not getting, that they're not being excluded. Because birds tend to get really upset when they think they're going to get excluded. So he'll get mostly Harrison's, maybe a couple pieces of whatever else. My flock will occasionally try a couple of chunks of Harrison's. It's all good. It's all good. So we've got the mix. Then spaghetti, lots of fresh veggies, some fresh fruit. Tend to do up whatever's seasonal. And if I haven't been shopping in a while, I will use some frozen. Today's frozen food, it's pretty good. It's got the same nutrients, sometimes texture a little bit in the freezer, but it's a great substitute. It's better than not having fresh veggies. If you don't have fresh, or if you're too busy to chop something up, grab some frozen. I do love the frozen rice veggies because it's chopped oh so fine. And with their veggie cups, I'll put a bit of fruit in there. Mango really loves beans. He likes black beans. He likes edamame. He likes all sorts of stuff like that. My flock, not so keen on beans. Mango really likes carrot. My flock, not so keen on carrot. You've probably seen a little bit of a pattern here. So there are some different tastes, even between the two cockatoos. They've got different ideas on what tastes good. Max loves fruit. Mango loves veggies. So I do mix it up a fair bit. Sometimes with chop, I'll do things like I'll add a bit of rice. Whole grain brown rice is wonderful. It's relatively healthy. It's not a processed food. You want to avoid processed foods. But remember, if you cook it for your flock, cook it without adding any salt. No salt, no sugar, no garlic, no onion. Be super careful what you're feeding on terms of that. So there is that when it comes to nutrition. But Mango absolutely loves his fresh food. Now, Mango loves having a bit of sauce in his food. And, he likes things that are kind of saucy. So what I tend to do is I'll put in his mash, in his chopped up veggies, I'll put a squirt of baby food. Organic baby food, doesn't have any additions. It's just pureed fresh veggies or fresh fruit. And he really quite likes that. Super, super convenient too. At night, Mango gets a couple of nuts for a treat. Chico and Chico really like having, they get different things for treats. Sometimes they get nuts, sometimes they get some Nutriberries or some Ava cakes. Max isn't too keen on Nutriberries or Ava cakes. But he gets other things for treats. He'll sometimes get an extra slice of apple or some grapes. Really, really loves his fruity treats. But I don't do anything just before bed. And so they get lots of fresh fruit, lots of fresh veggies, some organic pasta. I don't mind that too much. They really, really like that. Most of my flock likes it crunchy. Mango likes it cooked and soft. So once again, we've got differences in taste and differences in textures. So yeah, there we go. Right, Chico? Yeah? You haven't eaten it yet. It's purple, but it hasn't eaten it yet. So folks, we've been streaming for a while. I went a bit longer because Chico was on and Chico was doing something. Now Chico thinks it's time to be quiet. Did you hear him say whisper? He's very good at hushing me. Yeah. birdie of the bird world? I think you must be. But I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us today. We will be back next Saturday for a regularly scheduled stream. And I don't know if we're going to do a pop-up tomorrow or not. It's supposed to be a really, really, really warm day. It's supposed to get up into the low 30s. I think 32, 33. Alexa, 33 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit.
33 degrees Celsius is 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
So 33 Celsius is 94 Fahrenheit. Now, if you live in a hot space, that probably does not seem too terribly hot. But remember, we're up in Canada. That is really hot for us. So, yeah. So if Max goes for a walk tomorrow, it'll probably be earlier in the morning before it gets too warm out. Right, Chico, yeah. This is in the afternoons. If he's getting that heat, it's too hot even for him. He's not super happy about it. So, yeah, lots going on, Cheeks. I see you went poop and I missed it. Did you go poop? Good bird. Good bird. But, yeah, so I want to wish everybody a good week. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm really glad that we got a little bit of fresh content talking about the vet wrap today. So I did have a question about Chico's origin story, and I said I was going to talk about that today, and I just saw my note about it. But because it's the end of the stream, I'm going to save that one for a later stream. Sharon, maybe you can remind me next Saturday to talk about Chico's origin story. That might be kind of fun. Anyhow, folks, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Good job, Cheeks.